Come say something, I wanna hear your voice.
All the eyes on me, all the eyes are all on me. All the eyes on me, all the eyes are all on me. All the eyes on me, all the eyes are all on me. All the eyes on me, all the eyes are all on me.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Fox back in the house with another thumbnail discussion with one of my unordinary thumbnails being made in the background. So this is gonna be, I guess, a kind of review, a short review. This one's not gonna be too long like the other ones usually are. I try to keep them at a certain length, but this week's chapter 133 or 136, and all that, we see Remy and Blake, pretty much in the hallway. They're listening to students talk. They're talking about the masked dude that went around beating up all the students, as we know, which is John, aka Executioner, aka Shadow King. And Remy and Blake are just trying to put the pieces together. Eventually they end up going to what is his name? I can't think. The dude, the explosion boy. Yeah, Abel. That's his name. Yeah, Abel. They eventually find Abel on the roof. He's still passed out, surprisingly. But he eventually comes to. He tells them what happened and all that. And they're like, and so they figure out, okay, this dude must have a copying ability in order to be able to take all these abilities at once. And so they take they take Abel to the infirmary and all that. And I mean, that's pretty much it. Afterwards, we see Blake and John in the dorm room. It looks like Blake is coming back from like either training or a shower, or he just has on normal clothes. I don't really know. But he's still trying to be cool with John and all that. John's just not having it. I wish he would. I'm like, come on, man, y'all could be friends. This could work out. You feel me? But Blake makes a mistake. He doesn't know he makes a mistake, but it's a mistake. He makes a mistake of telling like, hey, me and Remy are trying to find the guy that beat up Easton and all that, and we figured out that he has a copying ability. And he's like, don't worry. He said, I'll make sure that I find this guy, and bring him. He doesn't say bring him to justice, but make sure he gets served. Make sure he gets served his just desserts and all that. And in my mind, I was like, yeah, if you weren't a target before, you are definitely a target now. You feel me? And all that. And then after that, we cut to, after that, John's like, yeah, whatever, I'm not worried. And Blake's like, come on, dude. Like, I'm trying here. I'm like, and I can respect that. I'm like, yeah, dude, I see you trying. I respect it. Keep on going. You'll get a breakthrough eventually. It's gonna be, you ain't finna get through that shell real easily. But after that, we cut to, John and Seraphina in the hallway. Always a lovely, lovely sight to see. And this one dude with green hair walks by Seraphina, and he's pretty much taunting her like, hey, you're a cripple now, you can't do anything, yada yada yada. But you can see John like stare at him, but dude doesn't notice. But John's giving him like, look, like, boy, I will crush you. I will put you in the dirt quicker than you can blink. But they keep walking, and he keeps yapping. It looks like he's about to try something, and then we see like some energy go around. It looks like it's coming off of his feet, which I thought he had like maybe a speed boost ability, but no, it's actually like an energy-based lasso or whatever. And it turns out, and it pulls him, and he falls, and it turns out to be Cecile. Now this doesn't surprise me that Cecile. This doesn't surprise me that Cecile stepped in, but what did surprise me was that she was able to make her ability turn into like a lasso. Because last time I saw her use her ability was when she tried to fight Arlo after he fired her, and she fired out some projectiles. So I'm really wondering what her ability is for her to, like, can she make objects with her ability or whatever? I don't know. So hopefully that gets explained later down the line. But yeah, she makes dude fall. He bumps his head, and she's pretty much like, hey, shut up. You're making too much noise. Now, when that happened, I was immediately like, you should have waited like a little bit longer till Seraphina and John were like out of view, or just really weren't paying attention. Because Seraphina noticed that the dude falls, and she sees Cecile, and she's like, why is Cecile stepping in? And John looks at her, and I took it, and to me, I took it like, hey, like, hold up, wait a minute now. You may be trying to work for me, but you're gonna have to be a little bit more conspicuous. You feel me? But I mean, I mean, I don't know. That's just how that's how the chapter ends. It's with Cecile stepping in, looking cute, might I add. On top of that, Serafina wondering like why would Cecile even bother? Because like I said, I'm pretty sure Serafina knows of Cecile and how her demeanor normally is. So that probably comes off as like that's odd. But she probably won't think too much about it, considering that Cecile didn't say anything to them. She just did that and walked smooth away. Now, had she said something to John, now that would have been a red flag. She would have been like, okay, something is going down. Something is definitely off, and I don't know what it is. But yes, I mean, that was this week's chapter. My thoughts, it's going how I thought it normally would. You know, Blake and Remy trying to put everything together because Remy's all about doing stuff herself now. She doesn't trust the authorities. Cecile and John have that secret pact going on. She's just, she's doing her part, like trying to make sure no one messes with Serafina so John doesn't blow up and all that and everything. And Serafina's pretty much in the dark about the whole situation. So I mean, everything is going pretty much how I thought it would. I cannot wait for next week. I know Ura Sensei did the fast pass and all that. The fast pass and all that. I pay for it, but I'm not gonna read them until the day that they're supposed to come out, so I can give y'all a fresh reaction and all that. But I mean, yeah. So tell me what you think about it in the comments. Do the stuff that I normally tell you to do. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, on Twitch. If you want to go even further beyond, you can follow me on my Patreon account and all that, because I do have one. It's for the betterment of this channel, and because YouTube sucks sometimes. A lot of times, actually. So, I mean, so yeah. Like I said, do the stuff that I normally tell you to do. And with all that being said, it's your boy Fox. Out.